Boundary could be getting a little bit bigger. An executive for Metro is recommending expansions for 4 cities on the west and south sides.
Now that would add more than 2,000 acres for development. Our Trevor Alt is getting answers about what this means for people living on the edge of the current boundary. He joins us live right now in Wilsonville.
Hey, Dan and Jennifer, good afternoon. Behind me to my left is Meridian Creek Middle School. This was just finished in the last year. And then to my right is land that for the time being, the city of Wilsonville isn't allowed to develop. That's because right along here is the edge of the urban growth boundary, at least for the time being. The city has submitted a proposal to Metro. That's the organization that oversees the urban growth boundary. They're in the process of deciding whether or not they'll get approval. And if they do, they'd be able to build as many as 1,350 homes in this expanded area. Now, this is a plan they put a lot of thought into, and that's a requirement because when they propose this expansion to Metro, they have to explain what they want to have developed, how they're going to pay for everything. You know, the roads, the power lines, the water piping. It requires a lot of effort to get to the proposal stage, but with the population growing so much around here, the mayor tells me he thinks it's a necessity.
We feel like we have skills, professionalism, capability to see that this gets built, and we'll actually be moving forward, not just be some idealized idea.
And it's not just Wilsonville, Hillsborough, Beaverton, King City. They've all submitted their own proposals. Now, in total, these would expand the urban growth area by about 2,200 acres. It would make room for more than 9,000 homes. And all 4 cities cleared a pretty big hurdle last night. Metro's chief operating officer recommended that they all get approved. We're going to hear from her about why she approved it coming up at 5, or at least recommended this approval in the next stage. Now, there's a number of stages left before this is approved. They're going to hear from public comment, people who are on board with it, people who are not, people who don't think the expansion is quite big enough. And then the final decision, Dan and Jennifer, is scheduled for December. Reporting live in Wilsonville, Trevor Alt, KOIN 6 News.
And of course, there's always a big debate on how the urban growth